everyone, and welcome to our Sewing Bee debrief for week 8. So we're almost at the end, really.
Yeah.
Which is very, very exciting. So this week was Diva Week. I loved it.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
It was pretty exciting, wasn't it?
It was so exciting. It's the kind of sewing that we don't do every day, obviously, because why would you? But it is so exciting to have a look at.
Yeah.
And yeah, I found it extremely inspiring. First things first was the pattern challenge was a fringe dress. I now need a fringe dress.
My
goodness.
I was like, I couldn't do it. All that, I just don't think I could make it. The zip.
Oh, I couldn't make it in the
Yeah.
time constraints, but it's doable. You could
think?
do
You
it.
could do
You
it.
could absolutely do it.
So, I just imagine like, here's my dress, and I turn around, it's like a big
Just
brown
like,
vest in the back. I'm like, don't look.
I think you could absolutely do it. I love that many of them thought to clip away the fringes when they were doing the zip.
Yeah.
Oh, it's definitely a nightmare when you've got no time. Like, no thank you, I don't want to do that. But I would like a fringe dress. Also, I thought maybe a fringe top. That's more
That would be
wearable,
cute.
right? Because
Well,
where am I wearing a fringe dress? Nowhere. But a little fringe top with jeans that will
That'd be
soon
really
finish.
nice.
That'd be cute.
A little bit cropped, and then your
Definitely,
fringe
yeah.
comes a bit
Comes
lower,
lower.
and you've got a long switch.
2
I
layers of
love
fringing though,
that.
right?
Oh, yeah,
2 layers, yeah.
multiple.
Multiple layers.
Multiple
Oh,
layers.
like all the way, all the way.
Speaking of
All
which,
the layers.
Pash's one with the 2 different colours, I really
love
liked. Really
that.
those
that.
colours.
I thought that was really clever.
Yeah.
It was.
Because it gives it even more movement somehow.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
like,
the illusion of more.
Love that.
Yeah, that's a
of
good
course,
idea.
my favourite was Susie's because it was purple. But
Uh,
obviously, she didn't quite finish it. But if we're talking like which one would I make?
Yeah.
I would make the
Oh, I could
purple
totally
one,
see you in
obviously. But I think they all did pretty well considering it was
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 hours to
Yeah.
make
So,
a very complicated thing. Also, they barely mentioned the fact that they were using Duchess satin for the base.
I know, yeah.
That's tricky in itself.
Yeah.
They were turning tiny straps, weren't they?
Yeah.
That could take an hour if you don't get it right. You could be sat there for so long.
When that happened on screen, Pat was like, "Oh, it's the bit you hate." I was like,
Like,
"Yes, it is." That could literally take me a whole session, and then I
Yeah.
gave up sewing
Yeah.
for the day because I hate turning
Yeah.
straps.
Yeah.
Horrible.
I usually have to like, when I did, I save all like the turning bits and then I like leave everything and I'll go sit on the sofa.
Yes.
and
Just
try
do
and
that.
distract
Go to a
myself.
different room.
Yeah, go to a different
Yeah.
room.
That's a good idea.
Try and distract myself with something nice on the telly. Just be like,
It's fine. It's all fine.
It's
Imagine
going through, it's
if
going
you have
through.
4 hours and half of it goes in turning straps. Like, that's not right. Horrible, horrible. Very, very tricky. They did very well considering 2 of them were amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other 2, Pasha and Susie, had issues with the zip and
Yeah.
all of that.
Was it like
Let's
they're not
do from
lining
the
up
front.
and yeah.
Yeah.
Not lining up the
Fringing.
The
crops.
fringing.
Yeah, and
I know.
I'd not even considered like that it can stretch.
Well, that was
Think
cheeky.
about
Yeah.
Alex,
I
wasn't
thought
it?
that was a trick. Like, they played a dirty trick on them. Why are you giving them fringing that stretches? That's really mean.
Yeah.
Not fair.
But
I
I
wonder
think
if
that's
it's just got give to it in the
Yeah.
way it's made.
You've worked
Yeah.
with fringe.
I have worked with fringe.
Beautifully.
Tell us.
Did yours
I personally
stretch?
didn't have those issues.
Everything went smoothly.
Yeah.
And I made it in my 10 hours.
Yeah. So just
And
remind
I've got some
everyone.
fringing. Is it with literally in my
Yeah.
little cubby in my desk?
Yeah.
That-
So let's remind everyone what you've been fringing.
Oh yeah, I fringed my Sorrento jacket, so it's got fringing. It was very similar actually to Alex's final
Yes.
made to measure,
The denim.
but with fringing under the arms and in the back
So do
and
you
in the
put
front.
it in the seam?
I put it in the seam.
Yes.
So it's not. So these guys, they were sewing it onto the Duchess satin,
I
which is
guess
obviously
visible, but then it's covered by the other
Yeah,
rows of
but it was
fringe.
exactly
So this
pretty much
doesn't
this.
stretch. I'm sorry, but I think sabotage. I think the
Yeah.
producers got
Yeah.
stretchy fringing.
Yes, they must
That
have
just
done.
like the weight
That's-
versus the satin or something. I maybe need to watch that back.
Maybe
but
it
yeah.
slips with the satin. The satin
Yeah.
slip.
I don't know. I think sabotage. I call
Sabotage.
sabotage.
We could put this on your top.
Oh my goodness.
Just
Yeah,
look
look
at
at
that.
it already.
I'm
I
obsessed
was-
with that.
That's really nice, actually, isn't it?
I was thinking our Miriam dress from the vintage ebook
Yeah.
would lend itself very much to create a little
Ooh.
fringy dress.
Ooh.
That would be
And
nice.
you can make it in cotton.
Exactly.
Yes.
Not-
Why would you choose satin? There was
Yeah.
a lot of challenges in that
Yeah.
already. This I love.
I know, I'm obsessed
Yeah.
with this already.
That's perfect.
So good. Anyway, the Yeah, I think your way of adding the fringe into your Sorrento jacket is
It's
possibly easier
Much
because
easier.
you've got a guideline. Also, you're not drawing a line on the
Yeah.
dress first to sew it straight. You're guided
it.
by the seam.
And
which
on
makes
your
sense.
dress, like around a bust start, around a
Yes.
shape, so you're not drawing things on just a flat piece
No,
anymore.
totally.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
So yeah, I think hats off to them.
Yeah, completely. Really
Real
hard.
tricky. I really
Very
would
fun
like
to
to
But
watch.
very fun to watch. Very, I think fringing is so effective to
Yeah.
change something. So if you think of the shell of the dress that they were making, it's just a little
Just
bit
little.
meh.
Yeah.
And then they add the fringing and it's gorgeous. Diva, instant diva. We should mention Jemima, who's not here today, but she has made an excellent fringe hack of our Ava skirt. And I believe she made it for a hen do that was Taylor Swift / Beyonce themed. That's my memory of it.
Icons, divas.
Icon. So it was all, you know, very themed, and it looks amazing. And she just put fringing one length of very long fringing on top of Ava.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
can
Have you
level
ever
up
fringed?
and-
I've never fringed.
You were gonna do?
actually never
Is that the
fringed.
feathers?
I'm gonna do some feathering.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some plans.
So from our pajama party,
Yes.
I've got some plans for silk shirt, our Libby shirt, but the boxy one, and then
Beautiful.
having longer sleeves and then putting feathers.
And it's a very luxurious loungewear,
Yeah.
which takes us beautifully into challenge number 2
Yes.
from week 8. So that would fit in that category,
Yeah.
I would say.
Sure.
So it's very diva like.
luxurious
Diva.
and diva-like to walk around the house in.
Yeah.
And so they had, the only thing was animal print fabrics.
Yeah.
They didn't
Yeah.
say if they were stretchy fabrics or woven fabrics. There was a
No.
bit of everything.
I
wasn't
think
there,
so. Yeah.
which is good because then, sorry, stop playing with the fringe. It's good because then it could have gone in many different directions.
Yeah.
I thought this was one of my favourite transformation challenges. I
Yeah.
think they did it very well.
Yeah.
There was a lot to like.
Yeah.
Technically, for me, the one that was actually loungewear was Alex's. So I would have made her win, but that's just for me. I just thought the others all had elements that I was like, that's uncomfortable. So Elsa's one, and I thought
They loved that one, though,
They
didn't
loved it, and it looked amazing. But I thought the stiff kind of leather fringing. I thought if I'm on the
Yeah.
sofa, I've got this in my
Yeah.
face while I'm watching TV. That's not what I want.
Yeah.
Whereas the eye mask from Alex,
That was-
that
pockets.
was that
Yes.
was good. I did like Susie's one.
Susie's
with
looked
the
really cool
shorts
as
with-
well,
and
yeah.
just the different patchworky. Yeah, I'm into
Yeah.
that patchworky of patterns. Yeah, and I thought that looked really nice.
I
and
thought
very
they all
wearable.
looked very nice, but
But
I
the
just
shorts
thought
looked
which one is
comfortable.
it?
Like fulfilling
Which
the
one
brief.
would I exactly fulfilling the brief for me? It was Alex only, but they all
Yeah.
looked very very
Yeah.
cool. What I think Luke's had. It was so cool, but it wasn't loungewear.
Oh,
It
the
had
thing
the
in
thing
the
at the
back.
back. It looked
Very
amazing.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. But
I can't remember Pasha's now.
Pasha's was very cool. Actually,
Oh, hers was a see-through.
see-through pants.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
I
I do
enjoyed-
remember it. That's because I wouldn't be comfortable in that. But
I wouldn't be comfortable at all. But I enjoyed her going pants in, pants out, pants in. I enjoyed that kind of process. Good.
It's a creative process,
Very
right?
creative process, exactly. But the top of hers was really cool, and she plaited the two
Yeah.
fabrics together.
Yes.
I thought it was very clever. They're getting so clever at
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
transformations.
Yeah. And so I guess like practice on that transformation challenge
Makes
must
you
help.
better.
Yeah, it must help your brain sort of click into that sort of gear of
Yeah.
sewing. Of being like,
Absolutely.
oh, yeah.
It must do.
Very
It was
good.
really, really cool. They did very well, and a bit of
Yeah.
a mixture of everything.
So before they went into their final challenge, I found this episode quite interesting because previously I felt like Pasha had been like quite in the lead.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I felt like she struggled.
She
a
struggled
lot
this
more.
week.
I mean, for her, she still did really well. Like, they were really strong.
It just wasn't perfect.
But yeah, whereas like Elsa and Luke,
Luke had an amazing
they
week.
seemed more comfortable in this week
in
and
this
what
week.
they were doing.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I said it to Rosie. I thought Pasha had a bad week, but she seemed kind of unfazed by
Yeah.
it, which I was in awe of. I'd be crying on the floor, and she was like, "No, it didn't work." Like,
Yeah.
why you teach me
Yeah.
your ways, Sensei? Like,
I I definitely would have walked away and cried for a bit.
She was brilliant. She was like, meh. And I think in this kind of challenge, that's what's gonna keep you
helps,
up because you're not gonna have a great week every week.
No, and
but she's good enough that she's like, meh.
Yeah,
so good. I am absolutely not like that, and I'm really jealous of that kind of mindset. Everything's a tragedy with me. So I admire that, but I agree that she did not have a good week.
Yeah.
Susie didn't have a great week. Like her French dress went really wrong.
Yeah.
Alex, I thought, was doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Until we came to the end, which I was very sad because so there was the last challenge. The made to measure was make an outfit for your favorite diva.
Yeah, but it was a performance outfit
specifically. That was the big thing. Yeah, and well, I felt for Alex because I feel like she picked her actual favorite diva. I'm guessing she really likes this cowboy Orville Peck. I think. I've never heard of him, country singer, and I've looked up some pictures. He looks really outlandish and cool. Yeah. But I think for this challenge, you kind of want a very recognizable. Everyone in the world is gonna know who you mean. Because you conjure up an image of that diva and you see it in what you're making. I think I understand why she did it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, just go with a really known one because everyone knows it and recognises it.
And I thought as well, like, when you look at him and his outfits, there's a lot more diva-y style outfits that he has worn. Yeah. What she was making was gorgeous.
But it
was just like a really nice outfit.
Yeah.
Rather than like
a stage
beyond stage and beyond.
Yeah, I think sadly it just didn't have the impact of the others.
Yeah.
And also I thought, whoa, you're gonna make jeans and like a tailored shirt in this time? Like that's a lot. Yeah. That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And so I felt very, very sad that she went because I don't think I wasn't ready for her to go.
No.
But I understand what happened there in the judging, basically. But to talk about the other ones, which I loved, and I loved hers as well. But it's just that picking your diva, I think you do want to go with like the blockbusters.
Yes.
Yes. And we had those. We had Beyonce from Pasha.
Yeah,
really beautiful, and
I did the silver
bodysuit that fitted amazingly.
Yes,
and the pannier skirt.
Yeah,
so cool. I did not understand how she made it. Like she kept sewing a thing. I was like, I don't know what
you're
doing.
What is that? One of those bits in sewing where you're like, I'm just going to need to touch that.
Yeah,
to get an idea.
Oh, yeah. But it looked amazing. Ailsa did Shania Twain.
Amazing.
I loved
it.
Absolutely. Leopard print coat, shall we call it?
Yeah.
With the hood.
With the glove. Iconic that, and you know immediately who it is.
You can see it.
Yeah.
Her
you
on
needed
stage.
something that you go like, that's none of that.
Yeah.
And that was Shania Twain, like in a nutshell. And beautiful, fitted beautifully, I thought.
But what was the comment was like there was sort of detail in this. It would be good for like a video. But not for
from afar. They said it wouldn't be as wow. I thought it was wow.
It was pretty wow.
I think maybe it's like close up. She put a lot of work into the belt that maybe you
the
don't
belt
get
looks
to see.
amazing. Yeah, you'd miss out.
Maybe
but you're still gonna take pictures from the tour, so.
You're right. The photographers are quite up close.
They are.
They've got the big screen now. It's all on like.
It's all on film. They kept saying when they're that big, I'm like, no one's looking at the screen.
We're looking at the screen. We
if you pay for cheap tickets, you're looking at the screen. So you want the details. You do want the details.
Yes, we believe in you, and we think that it was correct.
Exactly. And then it was the Battle of the Gagas.
Oh yeah,
Lady Gaga.
But so different.
So completely different.
Yeah, so it wasn't
which
really.
I loved.
Yeah,
because one artist, two very different looks.
Yeah,
I adored what Luke made.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
it was amazing.
It was amazing.
It was absolutely amazing and so precise.
Yeah.
And I think as Patrick was pointing out, all the panelling was just
sewing with two different kinds of materials.
Yeah.
So pleather and snakeskin pleather.
You know, traditionally very easy fabrics to sew.
Yeah. That would be an absolute nightmare on the machine.
Complete nightmare.
Not puckering
and they made it to perfection, and it fitted. It was like a corset.
The fit was amazing. Yeah, and then the shape on the
shoulders was really impressive.
Everything was like interlinked.
Yeah. They thought of props and had like
The
handlebars from a motorbike.
But then it was also it was also attached. It was like and you could tell that his model was loving it.
Oh she was into
selling
it. Yeah. I adored it, and quite rightly it won Garment of the Year. Was it the first time for Luke? I think. I might be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know.
Can't remember. But totally deserved. They did an incredible job from concept to realization to fit.
It was their week.
Completely their week.
Mm-hmm.
Smashed it.
Yeah, they absolutely smashed it.
And then the other Gaga was Susie.
Yes.
Who made an opera coat, they called it.
Yeah.
Beautiful pink. I love the bow on the model.
Yes, the bow. The big
bow.
shape coming out. Yeah, very looked performance. Very Gaga.
Yes. Well, I'm going to say something to that. I didn't think it looked performance. I thought it looked red carpet.
Ooh,
I agree. Yeah.
I don't think you perform in that. You can't dance in that. I'm sorry. You can dance in Luke's motorbike. You can dance in Shania.
Yeah, but don't you think she just would have taken off and danced in
the
pants and
the
some
tiny
nipple
pants that she made? Yes, possibly. So it could be that is very Gaga.
Entrance.
It could be an entrance.
Yeah, an entrance.
And then underneath you've got like a slinky bodysuit.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe it's more red carpet. Yeah.
I didn't think it would take the performance box for me. I loved it. Loved the concept. I just didn't think it lined up with the performance.
I think that's fair.
But you know what? The judges loved it, didn't they?
They did.
And I think that's what really pushed her through.
Matters, not my opinion.
No, but I think that's what really meant that she went through to next week. I think it was that coat.
I think it was very fashion-y.
Yeah.
So I get it. I get why it went through, and I get why Alex did it. I was a bit sad.
I was a bit sad.
Yeah. But what amazing make.
Really
great
fun.
brief.
Yeah, really fun.
Yeah.
Have you made anything ever? Because I have.
Oh, right.
That could
have you made anything? No.
That could fit in Diva Week.
What's your most diva outfit?
That you've made maybe for a part, an event or something, or a costume.
I've not really done any made. I've not made. I mean, obviously you've done your pineapple. That's pretty diva.
Yeah. So the which came up last year for the transformation challenge.
Anytime you can bring it up.
Well, so I used to do. I used to have a cabaret act. I did funny songs, and the name of the act was Diva Regina. So obviously the wardrobe of Diva Regina was very apt for this week, and it was my outlet to sew outlandish things. I made sequin ball gowns, dresses that turn into pineapples.
So this would have been your week.
This
would have been your week.
Yeah. But then I used to sew. I started sewing those costumes when I was quite new, and I didn't know things. And so I was braver, and I was like, I'll use this sequin fabric that pings everywhere. I've sewn with sequins quite a lot at the beginning. Never in my life have I removed sequins from the seam, I'm sorry. I know that's the recommended thing. Never. I've worn goggles so that they don't ping at me. And I just buy a fresh pack of titanium needles. That's my top tip. Titanium needles.
And you just keep going.
I know that they're going to break. I don't care.
One.
I bought this pack for this project. Fine. That life is too short. I'm sorry to remove sequins from a seam.
They missed the trick not having you on sewing bee. That would have been brilliant. Watching it with the goggles on and I just go
be like warnings on the screen.
Careful, move space like other space out of the way. But honestly, I just unless maybe if you were making it for like a real proper event, but like for stage, do not unpick. Do not ever unpick sequence. That is time wasted. I'm sorry, but you know that's my opinion.
Have you ever made a diva?
No, I think the like glamist thing I've made was my Ravello for Lisa's birthday.
Yes.
Which I think could be quite diva.
Definitely. Which was Oscars.
It was Oscars themed,
so it all ties
in. There's a lot of divas at the Oscars.
Big time.
So yeah, I think but that was possibly like fabric choice made it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it was that big galaxy print, so it's quite bold.
And then full length.
Yeah, the Maximus helps.
Yeah.
Maxi makes it.
That's it. But no sequins, no pineapples.
But fringe incorporated
fringe,
into
everyday
jacket, so fabulous. Would you consider sewing something diva-ish?
I mean, I would. I just don't. I don't have anywhere. So maybe we need a party.
We need a themed party.
Yeah.
think maybe my 40th will have to involve some sequence. Everyone will hate me though.
We'll have to wait 20 years though.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Chloe. Thanks for pointing that out. Thank you. So far away. But you know, it's those kind of like that. The Oscars party was Lisa's 40th, wasn't it? I feel like that is a good excuse.
That's a good excuse. Maybe everyone that comes has to sew their own outfits. All the people that don't sew, theirs will be awful. We'll look
incredible. That is so cool.
Even more diva-ish than just being a diva.
I love it.
You have to make it yourself.
And we won't help anyone.
No help.
No help whatsoever. That is so evil. Is it a villain's party? But anyway, I think you at least once in your life. Something diva-ish, because that's fun. And it could be actually, I think the diva loungewear is a good compromise. So when you make yourself those pajamas, I think that is something that you can actually have in your life.
Yes.
That makes something special. I like that.
Yeah.
Like secret diva-ish.
Make it luxe.
Make it luxe. Love it. Let us know if you've made anything worthy of a diva. If you're the diva, you are worth it. Make whatever. And we'd love to know your thoughts about this week. Next week is the semi-final already.
Yes. Was it icons?
Fashion icons. So I'm guessing like Chanel, Valentino, that kind of thing. Couture, yes. Very exciting. A little bit similar to this one, maybe. I thought there was a crossover.
Yeah, similar vibes, but that's okay.
We enjoyed it, so we will have more. Thanks.
We'll love another episode, and we'll be back for another debrief, of course. And if you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you again very, very soon. Bye!